What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Sensu Charisma here today, bringing you another video. And today's video is going to be a search and destroy both arena and public match class setups. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, I want to say ahead of time that these will be in the description, so if you don't catch everything, you can check it out. I will repeat what I just said here in the end, so stay tuned and check out the description for more information. So on the first class that we got the KN44. I personally choose Quickdraw, Suppressor, and Fast Mags just because when I use this kind of class, I kind of rush around a little faster than I normally would. So I use Quickdraw so I can pop around the corner and get the first shot off. Suppressor so that in case I am behind people, I am less noticeable and not noticeable on blips so they won't know where I am on there. And Fast Mags for just in case I do run out of ammo, because I tend to do that a lot with the KN. Now for my secondary, I have the RK5, just because in case I do end up running out of ammo and I don't feel like reloading is a good idea, I can pop out my RK5 and kill him with that. So I normally wouldn't actually recommend hardwired just because for arena, it's not, it doesn't do anything to use it. I mean, you're protecting yourself against something that can't be used in arena, but if you are in pubs, you can switch off fast hands with hardwired or not, but I play mostly arena. But I would have fast hands as perk 2, and for perk 3 I would have dead silence and blast suppressor, just because I'm quiet in all my movements, whether I'm walking on ground or whether I'm boosting around. Spit bars. Anyways guys, you're gonna notice that I have these two perks, or these three perks on most of my classes. On a few of them it is switched up, so if it is the same, I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm just gonna be like, well actually I'll just repeat it, I'm not gonna go into detail. So then for our second class we have the M8A7. I personally don't like the iron sights, so I put on ELO and high caliber just because the bullets just, if you get in that headshot at all, which tends to happen because this gun is a 4-round burst, so it does have a little kick, you will get the headshot. Normally one burst will kill them. That's also why I have rapid fire, because I said normally one burst will kill them. In case it doesn't, you'll be able to get that second shot off real quick. And FMJ, because a lot of people, when they hear an M87, they're going to run to their nearest building, have you try and challenge them in there. Helps to be able to shoot through those walls trying to get them. So then again guys, I have fast hands, blast suppressor, and dead silence. For our third class, we have a sniper setup. So I have the SVG with the thermal and suppressor. I have the suppressor on just because I don't want to be known where I'm at from the shot, because the shot with the SVG is extremely loud and it will show up on the blips for the mini-map. So I put on suppressor because normally it's a one-shot kill anyways, and then thermal just because if I do see any hint of movement and it's not glowing, I'll know it's a person, or if it glows, that's easy to find a person and see when they're peeking out and there's spots that you can still hit on them. Then for the secondary, I have the VMP just because, just in case when you're running around search and destroy, the sniping doesn't work out and you want to go rushing around, you gotta come into a building or something where they're camping. It's nice to have this second gun that you know for sure, hey, I can get a kill with. And that's why I have grip on it. I didn't mean to put quick draw, just because the rate of fire for this thing makes it have the worst kick ever. So then again guys, for the perks, I have fast hands, blast suppressor, and dead silence. For the fourth class, we have the Kuda. And for the Kuda, I put grip, suppressor, and FMJ. I put the grip on just because the Kuda does have quite a bit of kick, and if you're not used to it, you're going to need a grip. And it'll also allow you to get those long range kills because the Kuda does have quite a bit of range. So you will be able to win those gunfights really no matter how far they are, unless you're going against like a sniper or someone with like a Shiva. Then I have suppressor just because, again, you want to be more stealthy and your flips aren't going to show up. It's going to be hard to figure out where you're coming from. And for the Kuda, actually when I hear the shots, I never know which direction it's coming from, because most guns you'll be able to tell the direction. Kuda, something's glitching in the game where it's really hard to tell where it's coming from. And then also FMJ just because it's nice to be able to, you know, chase someone down and while they're running like into a building to pop off those skills. And you guys are gonna notice the perks are different. I have flak jacket on this one for just in case, because I kind of rush a little more. So if they get the H60 or they decide to throw a trip mine in pubs, or if they decide to throw a grenade or something in arena or pubs, you know, you won't be able to get killed by that. But then I have fast hands, blast suppressor, and dead silence again. Then for the 5th class, I have the Razorback. I know a couple people like using this gun still, and it's still a pretty good gun, but I absolutely hate the iron sights for it, so I put the ELO on. I have grip just because this thing already has a low recoil, but with this grip, it stables out so that you won't be shaking all over the place, so you'll be able to get an accurate shot. And then fast mags, just in case you're in that gunfight, you run out, because this gun tends to run out real quick. And suppressor, just so it's harder for them to know where you're coming from. And again, guys, fast hands, blast suppressor, and dead silence. Then for our 6th class, I had the Man of War, because I know some people like using this in Search and Destroy. I personally don't, but this is a pretty good gun for it. So I don't like the iron sights for when I use ranged guns like this. So I put on ELO, and then I have FMJ to get those people running through walls, because I have gotten quite a few kills where I've shot in a couple people with the Man of War like once in the head, and then they run off and I shoot them through the wall and get the kill. That's why I have high caliber on, because it's a 2-hit kill if one of the shots is in the head, which is really helpful, and rapid fire just because the rate of fire for this gun is absolute shit. And then also, since it's a slower gun, you move a little slower, so I figured having Afterburner would be able to make it easier for you to get out of there if you know the techniques for the sliding and jumping and stuff like that. Then we have fast hands and blast suppressor. I don't have dead silence on this one just because I don't have enough really space for it, but with this last slot, because there is still one last slot in here, you can put in a pistol, tactical. I didn't really know what would fit best. I'd probably use a RK5 in this situation with the Man of War, just because it's such a slow gun. But anyways, guys, let's move on to class number 7. Yeah, 7. This one is probably not going to be the least liked or least used class. I just figured I had to throw in a shotgun class in here. And if I use any shotgun, it's going to be the Brecci. So I would put a suppressor, long barrel, and rapid fire, just because with the rapid fire it makes this gun shoot extremely fast. Otherwise, it's kind of a slow shooting gun. I didn't really know why I put on suppressor. It's just kind of what I use. Still, it's like a 2 or 3 hit kill, depending on where you hit them. And then long barrel, just because the range on these shotguns matters the most, when most of it is just quick shot firing. And the rapid fire I already went into. Then for the secondary, I have the RK5, and then for the perks, I have fast hands, blast suppressor, and dead silence. But the reason why I have the RK5 on this class is because the Brecci's not a long range or a machine gun type of thing, but the RK5, if you use it right, can be. Let's move into class number 8. I figured I'd put in an LNG class because I know a couple of people like using them. So I have the Dingo with the grip and suppressor. I have grip on there just because the recoil of this gun is insane, and with the grip it's nothing at all. And then suppressor just because I don't want them to know where I am. So this class is kind of more a campy class. I also have Haymaker 12 on here, and that's why I have fast mags, for just in case someone rushes up on me and they're like deciding, okay, let's go in as a group, pop off a couple of shots, reload real quick. And then for my perks, I have fast hands, and this is different, tactical mask and blast suppressor, for just in case they do find out like where I'm camping. I don't want to be killed because they stunned me or they threw a shock charge or something and ended up getting me with it, which that would suck. So then let's move on to class number 9. This one's going to be a pistol class because I know some people like using pistols. So I have high caliber and FMJ. High caliber mainly because since it is a 3-round burst, it will have a little bit of kick, which can lead to hitting it in the head. If you get a full burst at all, they're dead. But if you get 2 shots like on the head or something, they're going to be dead for sure. And FMJ just for the extra little damage through the walls. Then for tacticals, I have a concussion, just to be able to, stun a room, run in there, get a couple kills. It helps out a lot. And flak jacket, just because I thought this would be more of a run around type of class. so I didn't want those HCXDs or grenades trying to kill me. And if it's in pubs, since you don't have hardwired on, I didn't want to get killed by trip mines or anything like that. But then we have the regular perks. Fast hands, dead silence, and blast suppressor. Then for the final class, the 10th class, we have the ICR, and the iron sights are okay for this gun, but I'd rather not use them. So I put on the ELO, and I have a suppressor just because even though this gun doesn't have good damage, makes it so that you don't want to be found out where you're at, so you gotta be hidden a little bit more, so I have a suppressor on there. And Quickdraw, just because this gun, you gotta be able to get first bullet off in order to win the gunfight, unless you get him in the head a couple of times with high caliber on. This perk, this attachment is very good. Takes 3 shots maybe if you hit him in the head a couple of times. And then fast hands, dead silence, and blast suppressor. Now guys, I'm gonna quickly go into what score streaks I would use for search and destroy. I would use the HCXD, UAV, and dart. Some people I know try like using lightning strike in there too. Some people use counter UAV. I actually, out of those options, I usually pick a lightning strike. So these are my 3 that I use: HCXD, UAV, and lightning strike, just because they're low and realistic enough to be able to be gotten in the game. And I have lightning strike. It seems like a higher one, but if you do get a plant in there, you get an extra 300 points. So you only need 4 kills and 1 bomb to blow up to get this score streak. And then for specialists, I would say most of the abilities are good, unless you have Blackjack, which is only in pubs, which he is good either way. Ruin, he's fast. It's nice to have the overdrive to be able to run all the way across the map and get the quick rush. I don't use Vision Pulse just because I don't want to have my pulse shown on the minimap. And then Glitch is pretty good actually. It'll save a life. You could be mid-defuse, someone shoots you, glitch out of there, run back, get the kill, get the defuse. Kinetic armor is also a very good one because you could be in a tough situation, pop that on, gives you an extra couple bullets that you have chance to absorb, which could get you the extra bullets into their body and killing them. Combat focus, I wouldn't really recommend it, but I mean, if you like it, use it. Rejack is also a pretty good one because you only have 1 life, but Rejack allows you to basically have 2 in 1 round, which is nice. Psychosis is also a very good one. You could be in a tough situation, use it, get out of there, or you can use it, act like a drone, and rush someone basically if you act like a drone. And then active camo is also a very nice one because you can be hiding at a bomb site after you planted it, and see, you hear them, put it on, they jump down, look around, don't see you, next thing you know, boom, they're dead because you were sitting right in front of them. And then also Heat Wave is a pretty good one just because if you get in that tight situation, use it, they're completely stunned. The only chance they have is to keep holding the trigger and that you jump into their bullets. Out of all the weapons, I would say use Ripper, or yeah, just the Ripper, unless you want to use Rogue, which he's pretty good, but that's only in pubs. But Ripper is pretty good because you can get it in only a couple of kills. But anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little tips and tricks tutorial, whatever you want to call this, for search and destroy. If you guys enjoyed the video at all, or if it helped you out, maybe with your classes, maybe if you do good with it, let me know what you do down in the comments below with these classes. Also, if you didn't get all that I told you, you can check the description and I will have them in the description. Also guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. So, it's been your boy, Sensu Charisma, and I'm out. Peace.